The history of the oil industry began in the mid-19th century, when Edwin Drake drilled the first successful oil well in Pennsylvania in 1859. His discovery, which produced crude oil, sparked the first major oil boom, marking the beginning of the global oil industry. In the late 1800s, John D. Rockefeller founded the Standard Oil Company, dominating the oil market. Standard Oil controlled refining, distribution, and pipeline systems, making Rockefeller one of the wealthiest men in the world and solidifying oil as a cornerstone of the global economy. The development of the internal combustion engine in the late 19th century revolutionized the use of oil. As cars, trucks, and ships became more common, the demand for gasoline and diesel skyrocketed. Oil quickly became the lifeblood of transportation and industry. In the early 1900s, vast oil reserves were discovered in the Middle East, particularly in countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq. This discovery transformed the region into a central player in the global oil market, and the Middle East became a key geopolitical focus. In 1960, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, was formed by oil-producing nations to coordinate their policies and regulate oil production. OPEC aimed to control oil prices and production levels, influencing the global oil market and the economy. In the 1970s, the oil crisis shook the world economy. OPEC nations imposed an oil embargo in response to political tensions, causing oil prices to soar and leading to energy shortages. The crisis highlighted the world's dependence on oil and sparked efforts to find alternative energy sources. As oil became more crucial to global industry, its geopolitical importance grew. Oil-rich nations like Saudi Arabia became powerful players, and countries began securing access to oil through alliances, leading to conflicts like the Gulf War in 1990 to 1991 over control of oil reserves. Advancements in drilling technology, such as offshore oil rigs and hydraulic fracking, enabled the extraction of oil from previously unreachable sources. These innovations revolutionized the industry, allowing for increased production and a wider range of extraction sites. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the development of oil sands in Canada and shale oil in the U.S. opened up new avenues for oil production. These unconventional sources became critical in meeting global demand, despite concerns over environmental impact and extraction costs. As the oil industry grew, so did the refining sector. Oil refiners transformed crude oil into valuable products like gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. The petrochemical industry also emerged, using oil to produce chemicals, plastics, fertilizers, and countless other products integral to modern life. In recent decades, environmental concerns over oil spills, pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions have raised questions about oil sustainability. Movements and international agreements like the Paris Agreement have accelerated the push for cleaner energy sources, highlighting the need for change. Oil prices have been highly volatile due to factors like political instability in oil-rich regions, OPEC's production decisions, and global economic conditions. These fluctuations have had significant effects on global economies, industries, and energy markets, creating challenges and opportunities. In the 2010s, the U.S. experienced a shale oil boom, driven by hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling. The shale revolution dramatically increased domestic oil production, turning the U.S. into one of the world's leading oil producers and reshaping the global oil market. As the world embraces clean energy, oil's role in the future is being questioned. The rise of electric vehicles, solar energy, and wind power challenges the dominance of oil. However, oil remains a critical component of global energy infrastructure, fueling industries and transportation. The future of the oil industry faces challenges from renewable energy and environmental concerns. Technological advancements in energy storage and carbon capture may reshape its role. As the world moves towards sustainability, the oil industry must adapt to remain a key player in